Today, we are talking about one of the most important vocabulary problems in modern healthcare, and it has real consequences for patients, investors, and anyone making decisions about what to prescribe, fund, or buy. The word peptide covers two completely different universes right now, and they are running simultaneously. One universe contains some of the most impressive clinical trial results in recent medical history. The other contains mail-order vials, longevity clinic upsells, and wellness influencers borrowing credibility from drugs they have nothing to do with. Most of the conversation online flattens these two universes into one story. That is a mistake. Let's walk through 4 things worth understanding before we get to the full analysis. First, what a peptide actually is. Chemically, it is just a short chain of amino acids, usually under 50 residues. That definition is so broad it covers semaglutide, which has multi-organ outcomes data across hundreds of thousands of patient years of exposure, and also covers BPC 157, which is sold by websites that accept cryptocurrency and label their product not for human consumption. Same chemistry class, completely different evidence bases. So when someone says peptides are the future of medicine, you have to ask which peptides, because the category label tells you almost nothing. Second, the legitimate side of this story is genuinely remarkable. The SELECT trial enrolled over 17,000 adults with obesity and cardiovascular disease, no diabetes, and randomized them to semaglutide or placebo for roughly 40 months. The result was a 20% reduction in major cardiovascular events. That is cardiovascular death, heart attack, stroke. All 3 components moved. And subsequent analyses showed the benefit was largely independent of how much weight the patient actually lost, which suggests semaglutide is doing something directly to the cardiovascular system beyond mechanical fat loss. That is a significant finding that the field is still working through. That is just one trial. There is also FLOW for kidney disease showing a 24% reduction in major kidney outcomes. SUMMIT for heart failure with preserved ejection fraction and obesity showing a 38% reduction in worsening heart failure events. ESSENCE for liver disease showing MASH resolution at nearly twice the placebo rate. These are hard outcomes across multiple organ systems, not biomarker improvements. Third, beyond the GLP-1 space, peptides are doing something completely different in oncology. Lutetium-177 dotatate uses a small somatostatin targeting peptide as a homing device to deliver a radioactive payload directly to neuroendocrine tumor cells. The NETTER trials proved it works. Lutetium PSMA-6117 does the same in prostate cancer, with the VISION trial showing real survival benefits. These are not hormone signaling drugs. They are precision delivery vehicles. The peptide is the address label, not the active ingredient. Fourth, the wellness side is borrowing the halo of all of this without the evidence to back it up. BPC 157, TB 500, MOTS-c, CJC 1295, ipamorelin, and several others are being sold through longevity clinics and research-use-only mail-order vendors with claims that are years, possibly decades, ahead of any published human randomized controlled trial. The FDA has flagged most of these with safety concerns. WADA has banned several. The Department of Justice has prosecuted at least one major compounder in this space. 0 of these have large-scale randomized placebo-controlled human trial data supporting their clinical use. The point is not that all wellness peptides are dangerous or that all pharmaceutical peptides are automatically trustworthy. The point is that treating peptide as a single category will lead to bad decisions in both directions. You will miss real platform opportunities on the legit side, and you will fund or tolerate products on the wellness side that do not have the evidence to justify their claims. We are also covering the failures the press has underplayed, including GLP-1 trials that did not go the way the field hoped, and what those setbacks tell us about the limits of the platform. Subscribe to On Healthcare for the full paid analysis. The link is below. Subscribe to www.onhealthcare.tech for free and paid articles, podcasts, and more. For a further deep dive on the topic from today's video teaser, see the podcast and article link in the comments.